Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this very splendid Sunday morning? I said na Sunday morning, na Tuesday morning for Nigeria, but na Monday. Na Monday for America. Nigeria, they are ahead of America, at least now for one thing. So today I'm here to talk to you about something quite special, something amazing. Mrs. Linda, how are you doing? No, today is going to be hot. Hot, 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 hot. And I've got a very special guest today. A man trying to raise over $100 million for a real estate project in the US. So this is not one of those our everyday regular thingies. This is a special edition, and my guest is no other than Stephen Akintayo, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I don't even sabi him. No. Let me bring him live. Someone said, how much does he? I'll tell you a personal story while I'm waiting for my guest to join us.
Daddy
Dr.
Free,
Stephen,
how you doing today?
Gefila.
Abio, so that this your people talk say how much may I get. You know, say your people feel abused.
You see, before you even talk, I want to tell you one story. I was just talking to my sister today.
Yeah.
Let me show you her WhatsApp. Farouk just replied me. He don't wait. Finally. So I was talking to my sister today, and this is going to. So this is the video she sent, the picture she sent me. That's the new house she just got in the UK.
Wow.
In 2019, my sister relocated from Nigeria to the UK.
Okay.
2019 or 2017, I'm not, let me, but I know it's one of those. No, it was 2019, because 2017, I remember I had bad malaria and I was in the hospital and she was there. So it's 2019, I'm correct. She got to the UK. She sold her house at Chevron for 70 million naira, which was £100,000. She went to the UK with £100,000 and put it as down payment on the house in the UK.
Wow.
By today, the house was worth about £350,000.
Wow.
So what she did was she now took an equity on the house.
Yes.
Second house. So
Come on. That's
congratulations today.
wow.
As she's buying her second house.
Wow.
You see, the way you look at things in Nigeria, in our cash society, you know, the problem we have is we have cash society brain.
Yes.
Our brain, the rewire and a manual rewire. We don't get brain box.
Meanwhile, those who are also in US, in UK, and Canada, they still carry that Nigerian mentality to those places. And that's why we're not doing big things. If you know how many people are scared for me, meanwhile, not be them, they do the investment. Too. You know, I don't carry them, go the property, but I just, this thing is huge. Oh, this is massive. And no black man don't do this kind of thing. No Nigerian don't do them. I'm like, people are carrying this same mindset, and you've crossed, but you still have that mindset. So, fortunately, to build wealth in those parts of the world has to be through real estate. The system is already developed. Most businesses you are doing, there's a limit to how much you can even put on pricing. Some of them have an average of 25% profit margin, max, right? On anything say where they sell. So a lot of our people don't know why it's been difficult to really become wealthy in that part of the world. And the most easiest way is real estate investing.
Because you see, when you are running a real estate investment, it's not like a business that can fail. My sister even told me that you can even insure against tenancy, just in case you don't have a tenant.
Yes.
The insurance company will pay you.
Everything has insurance. Even buying the land, there's insurance. Building, there's insurance. Tenancy, there's insurance. So it's a very, very, and it's highly regulated as well. It's a very, they were asking me on Arise. I think some of your people watch me on Arise. That's why they know what me. TV. And I was telling them, they were saying, what's the guarantee, construction, maybe they were thinking building collapse. I laughed. I said,
in America.
Building don't collapse in America because every contractor will go work there must get license, and if anything goes wrong, you lose your license, you go to jail. So people don't even there's a systemic process to every step we're taking, right? So it's not like Nigeria where you can do the way you like. It's very regulated, and that's part of the reasons why is an easy industry to do business. Absolutely. I don't know whether Temi is here. Temi is my associate who is based on ground in Kerry. I don't know if you can pull her up.
Yeah, let me bring her up right here. I'm trying to see how I can get her up.
Okay, beautiful. Temi, if you are here, just indicate. Okay, so here.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to see if I can do that right here. This is a very important conversation, guys.
Exactly. So there's inspection each step all the way. Each step all the way. There's inspection all through. So it's easier.
You can't send me requests down. I can't go find them manually.
So you are not scared that building will collapse. One thing will happen. No, it's a whole systemic process. Temi, how are you?
I'm fabulous. Good evening.
Good evening, Temi. How are you doing?
I'm phenomenal.
Lovely to have you today.
It's lovely.
So a lot of our people want to know about this product that you have. They are interested in this product. This product, they ginger them, especially my people that are in the USA, because this my time, like USA time. So I go wake all of them up, say, hey, American people, let's gist. So go ahead.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm in Houston, Texas, and it's a great privilege and honor to be here as the associate for the GTEX Homes in the USA. So we are here. We have brought our phenomenal self from Nigeria, from Dubai, from the UK to the US. And I have to tell you that at first, this thing was going to Dallas, but we pulled it to Houston, and now it's in Katy, Houston. And Houston is one of the loveliest neighborhoods you can have in Texas. The Katy ISD is the best in all of Houston, right? Number one, right? And it's a 40-acre property. It's prime, so you can choose to come in here, build your house. There is a lake. Well, a lake we are creating from that. We would have a golf course. It's gonna be phenomenal. Multi-family homes and all of that. So you can come in today now on equity base. That means Richmond is behind Katy, sir. Go do your research. Richmond is behind Katy. Yeah, so you can come in today as an equity holder, right? While we are still on this groundbreaking level. You know how it is with real estate. The best time to invest is when we are just at the scratch, we are at the surface. I mean, we are at the bottom of it. We're trying to break ground here. So we are asking you to come in, and be a part of this amazing opportunity. Because once we break ground, you'll be begging, take my money. We'll tell you, no, join a wait list. Join a wait list. Yeah, so
So,
that's
so let
that's
me
it for
let
now.
me start by breaking down the vision, right, of the entire property. So it's a 40 it's a 40-acre property, and we've done a couple of open house. I think somebody just posted here that they were at the last open house. We will be opening the office on the same property by April this year. So, we opened the office on the property because what we wanted is to open an office on the same property we'll be doing construction. Hopefully by June, July, we will have been sorted with building permits. Hopefully, there's no guarantee to that. And we will start the construction. The vision is to build between 400 to 500 housing units, depends on the permits we eventually get. And we will have single family home. We will have a 4-5 bedroom. We will have townhouse of 3 bedroom. We will have apartments, it's 8 floors apartments. And of course, we are also having a what we call a driving range for golf. A driving range is the one you hit 100 meter, 200 meter, and there's a net to cover it and to catch your ball. We have a little bit of commercial aspect of the property as well. We're putting a small aquarium. Then there's a lake. Let me see whether I have the video, the 3D proposed design. Again, this is a proposed design.
Yes.
So
Obi says like Top Golf. Yes, Obi, come. You're right.
yeah, so the design is like a Top Golf. I will see if I can play like a video of the 3D, proposed 3D. Again, please, this is a proposed design, so it's not yet approved by the city. So we hope we get it exactly approved.
I think
But
we are
either
having
way,
some very interesting questions here. So while you pull up the video, I think we can also address a couple of the questions. Somebody's asking, how many have you done in the past to show you can handle 400 homes? Very valid question. Thank you for your question, really great. Doctor will attend to that now. But we've been here, not be today.
well, so GTEx Homes, he's by the way, I think at some point that the freeze will also speak to GTEx Homes. So GTEx Homes started from Nigeria. We currently have over 30 estates, and then we moved to Dubai. We control over 100 properties in Dubai. So we are in the UK as well. We do a lot of real estate acquisition for our investors. And in the US, this is not even new, just that. So right now, if you want to buy, we have a 20 unit of 3-bedroom townhouse in Valdosta, state of Georgia, that we're selling for $250,000 each. We currently have over 100 different units of fix and flips in Alabama, okay, that we're selling as we speak. So if you want to buy that, just send us DM. You have the the property will be available to you.
Now,
So
sorry, Dr. Stephen. A lot of people are asking a question. And the question is, how do we know that this particular real estate venture is not going to be like the other Nigerian real estate ventures? They're not going to end up as scams. They're not going to lose their money. Of course, like I always tell everybody, look, Daddy Free is not responsible for your investment, just the way you are not responsible for mine. Any financial decision you make is always your responsibility. However, there are some, I wouldn't use the word guarantees, but let me say reassurances, especially with American or foreign real estate investment in countries where things are regulated and where there is a proper structure in place. Right. So what reassurance do the people have that their money is secure?
I think the first thing we need to emphasize is that every investment is a risk, and you need to know that, right? This is a risk. Whether you like it or not, is a risk. And I've always shared over time that the current bank balance you have is a function of the risk you have taken. So if you don't like what the money in your account right now, increase your risk level, because wealth is always a reward for risk taking. So if you like where you are at the moment, when you come to your finances, don't take risk. It's okay, right? But if you think that there's more, there's room for more in terms of your income, your finances, then you have to take risk. However, when you are taking risk, you also have to take it with the understanding of what are the chances that, I'm not going to lose in a big way. And by the way, people have not even waited for us to talk about what is the opportunity before they're even talking about risk. So, because I don't even know what they're talking about. Because we haven't even talked about, what's the investment, and then people are already talking about risk. So again, Daddy Free is one thing we need to work on, and I think this is very key, because we often complain, black man, we're not making progress, we're building churches, we're not building businesses. But listen, it is us. It is us. It's not, churches will not be building mega churches if the funds is not there. People will rather take risk on God, right, than they will take on a legit business. So, me and you, we
a lot of people have been saying this,
matter.
Dr. Stephen. A lot of people have been saying this, Dr. Stephen, especially when one of our beloved GOs came out today and said we are praying for the Naira. Let me tell you, there is no prayer you can pray for a currency. If you don't do the things you are supposed to do, that currency will continue. If you like, pour anointing oil on the currency.
If you are still shopping designers, if you are still importing, alcohol, drinks, all manner, if you are still, our lifestyle is ostentatious, Daddy Freeze.
100%.
And we will rather take risk on an ostentatious lifestyle than we will on a business, on an opportunity. Once a business thing is being talked about, the first thing is risk. And you start sending video, this person did it, he lost money. That one did it, he lost money. This one did it, he lost money. So I think the first thing we need to face is every business opportunity is a risk. However, for GTEx, we are not new. We didn't start today. That Daddy Freeze has not visited our estates. At least he don't visit at least 6. That's conservatively that he has not visited, right? So we've been here for the last, our company is over 16 years. Our real estate arm is over 9 years. We've built credibility. This is not, we didn't just start today. People had invested with us outside of Nigeria as well. And by the grace of God, to the best of our ability, we have done business. And I mean, I have almost 2 million followers across all my social media platforms. And I would not be standing today if we were playing games. So that is one side. Now, where are the various opportunities? And you can come in at whatever level you want, okay? Number one is that hopefully very soon we are launching the housing project, but we are going to be working with Keller Williams. So that one you will not even see me market it. And those of you who are in the US, you know Keller Williams is number one in Texas in terms of real estate brokerage. And they are, you know, it depends on which state you are. They're either number one or number two across the US. And so they are the ones that will be selling the houses for us. So I will not even come here to market the house. And the reason is for legality's sake that it frees. So what I realize is that US is a very litigious country.
The highest litigious in the world.
And so we could have sold the house directly. We have some that we're selling directly, but because of the volume that it frees, we've decided Keller Williams, they get money for big time lawyers. He's a white guy as well, right? So they are the ones you will sue. It's not even us if you have any issue on the house. So that protects us as a company, you know. So there is opportunity for investing in the house, but that will be launched, you know, around August, September this year. We'll launch that. There is also an opportunity for property developers to buy some units. I mean, to buy some land, you know, because we have 40 acres. We don't need the entire 40 acre. But that the freeze, I must say that this one is highly, you know, Keller Williams is not the builder. Keller Williams is a brokerage firm. Okay, madam, you know, brokerage is different from building. So in the US, you can build your house and then work with a brokerage firm who will help you sell the house. I hope that makes sense. And sometimes why you do that is because the broker has a lot of structure. GTEX is the one building, we're the developer of this property. So the broker has a lot of structure to help protect when it comes to people who are buying. I hope this makes sense. So for us, we prefer working with Keller Williams being the broker for helping us to sell the houses once we are selling. The other part is that we will be selling some portion to developers. Whether they are developers who started in Nigeria, whether they are developers who are based who are US based and all of that. So we're looking at a little portion, not more than 10 acres of the 40 to be sold to developers, and they can then build what they want to build. Of course, we are getting the general permits. We're getting all of that for them. So their own is they can build at their pace and also sell. So that's this number two opportunity that it frees. So if you're a developer, you can reach out to us. Of course, you know, I must say that these things that you reach out to us does not guarantee we will take you, because we want to see capacity. We don't want a situation whereby that 10 acre we are allocating, then the thing you can't build it becomes, it now disfigured the entire 40 acre estate, right? So there will be a lot of scrutiny as to those that we will be working with as developer for the 10 acres that we will be selling to other developers. Then the third opportunity, and I think that's the one that is available right now for people to take advantage of, is called a debt syndication. And it has been filed with the SEC. SEC is Security Exchange Commission in the United States, right? So what does this give? And this is to explain to those who are saying, how does it protect us? Is that it means the US government is aware of every money coming for this project. It means they are looking at it. It means they are checking whether it's being used for the purpose that it's supposed to be used for or not. And you know, America, you know, their government is very responsible. So if anybody plays any game, well, jail is very close by. So, so, but you know, so that's the advantage of America. So people are aware, all of us are aware. Anybody doing business in America knows the law, knows the consequences of not doing things by the books. So it is a debt syndication. Now, for the debt syndication, the return on investments range from so we have two types of people who can be part of the debt syndication. We have people who are Americans and are accredited investors. So that the freeze in America, you cannot even just invest like that. You must have something called accredited investors. So there are two ways to become an accredited investor. Either your CPA, that's your accountant, right, gives you a document that certifies that you are an accredited investor. In other words, the US government has analyzed your income, your net worth, and you are an accredited person to be able to do investment. Okay? And or there are some websites you can go to and you fill some information and they will analyze you and they can give you a certificate of accredited investor. So meaning that the freeze, people cannot even invest with us if they can't even show us proof that they are an accredited investor. So you see why I'm saying your people who are even asking questions from the one, you don't even know the investment. You don't even know whether you even qualify.
So and then you are here. Like I have my money, yeah, Dr. Let's make this happen.
So even with your money, there are still procedures. If we don't see evidence that you're an accredited investor, if you are based in the US and you want to come in from the US, we cannot even take your money. The second, you can invest.
Before we go any further, because a lot of people are asking, what are the numbers? Because we're also watching on TikTok, on YouTube.
He was just hitting that now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I can pin it.
Yeah, so tell me, you want to call the number so that the freeze just pin it, right? Okay. You can type the number and he can pin it for you.
Let me tell you guys one thing, yeah. Me personally, this year, I was talking to Chief Afe Babalola earlier on. And Chief Afe Babalola was about real estate, invest. And I told him, I said, Daddy, the way the economy of Nigeria is going, I'd rather do this real estate abroad. He said he agrees with me. Even for the Nigerians, if you hedge your money on a foreign product, anything that has value abroad, whether it is jewelry, land, anything that you can sell in Dubai or use to borrow money in America, is more valuable than what you have in Nigeria. Because the problem with Nigeria right now is we are having a lot of cash regulation, we're having a lot of currency fluctuation. It's not like it might not be big in the future. But if you want the one that you will use to hold body. And another thing is, the older we get, the more we would want to live in an economy that is stable.
Very true.
You want to live in a country where healthcare to a large extent is guaranteed. As I'm talking to you, all my family members are investing abroad.
This sounds like
estate abroad.
that the freeze is about to Japan. This sounds like that the freeze is about.
I'm not Japan anywhere. Na insurance policy. It's and a lot of people in the US are buying bigger houses to live in. That's not an investment.
That's not an investment.
When you get a house, you sound like some people I know. I want to have a what do they call those houses that you talk and the house will be answering you? Smart home.
Yeah.
No. House is house when it has investment value.
Yeah.
Just look at house that you live in as car that you drive. Let me give you an example. There's one guy in the US who owns a Lamborghini convertible and another car. He said he makes $1,000 a day when he rents out his Lamborghini. 1,000, and the Lamborghini is on rent for at least 20 days a month.
Minimum of 15 days, in fact.
So he's making $20,000 a month on his car.
That has paid the
1
car.
year, he is making $240,000. He did not buy the car brand new. He bought it $210,000. So in 1 year, he has made his money back.
And it's in dollars. Not
The
that
difference between that now, he says he doesn't rent it out on Friday because that Friday is the day he likes to drive it to club.
And he flexes with it.
So there are days he wants to take his girlfriend to the movies. He wants to drive it. He said that's how one guy came to him and said, I need this car for 3 months. I will pay you $30,000 a month. I'm having a course in the US, one of these Arab boys that he looked at it and said, okay, me, I will instead go and rent somebody else's Ferrari for that weekend now to take my wife out. He collected upfront $90,000, $30,000 a month for 3 months. So the difference between that guy driving Lamborghini and you driving Lamborghini is one of them is earning money. Convert that mentality to house.
Exactly.
I was at Hush Baby show yesterday. I was one of the people that announced him on stage. Frank Edoho and I. They were greeting one chairman, waiting with the guy named Vintage. Confirm. They say he has the biggest house in the East. Now Hush Baby ask and say, how many times did they go this house? He asked for Mike. Smart home. Baba go dump smart home for village, poolside, everything. Of course, he's a very wealthy man. But you, when your money never reach. You never reach Oladeji. You find the job. You go see Vintage house. You can't decide, say, it go good, make I get this house for village. Now we really worry you. The problem where you get the cure na psychiatry. Because you are comparing yourself with a billionaire who has assets around the world but just decided to show his village saying that maybe una papa.
Exactly.
Thank you for raising that.
I think,
please go ahead.
by the way, that's a very good point that the Freeze has raised, right? One of my biggest frustration with Nigerians, and I keep saying it, when you ask Nigerians to make investment, they start telling you what's the risk, what's the guarantee, what's the this. But the same Nigerians, we carry the same money into luxury, into waste, into party that the Freeze. Some people go do, me, I do birthday party now. You and like 40 people come. Some people know near where I did. They won't do party. The whole street shut down, right? So it's unfortunate that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but what we're saying is that prioritize investment first. When you get there, right, you can be as loud, as big as you want, so, but back to what I was sharing, I've spoken to us about if you're coming in, you want to buy house. I talked about how that will be launched in August. I've spoken about if you're coming as a developer yourself and you want to buy lots, and that you can talk to us, we'll vet you and we'll consider you. Then I've talked about if you're coming as an accredited investor based in the US, you have to show us the proof that you're an accredited investor. You can always go to our website. Tell me, you have not pinned down the number.
It's then chat, but I can't pin unless
Can you help me pin Temi's number,
Okay,
please?
Temi, please put down the number. Everybody's interested. Adam Blessing, I see you guys.
It's the last message I put in the chat.
Yeah, no.
Again,
There are many messages.
Because people are chatting.
Wow.
Where
I'm
is the
not anymore.
location? Kathy, Texas.
Katie.
Katie. Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
think local Ibadoma.
Katie, Texas.
Katie.
Temi has
me
plenty
the
times.
townhouse I'm interested in.
The address is 8506 Katie Oakley Road. The zip code is 77493. 77493. So I'm going to put my number now in the chat again. Hopefully you can see it and then pin it down. Thank you.
So so the last way you can then be part of this project, and I think that that's the one that will be easier for a lot of your audience, is through our digital cooperative, right? Which has been running for a while now. So you can invest through our digital cooperative. That one will not necessarily require that you are an accredited investor, because you are investing through our African Digital Cooperative. And that also gives you an opportunity to invest at a lower threshold. So if you're investing, for example, through our US SEC filed fund, the minimum is $50,000 and you must be an accredited investor. But if you are investing through our digital cooperative back in Africa, you can invest as low as $10,000. Now
my number again. Can you see it?
Daddy Frisk, if you can pin it now. Say me just post if you can pin it now.
Yeah.
So then you can, and the return on investment range from
can't see it. Farouk.
Really?
So it's plus 1346.
Hold on.
You didn't even put plus one, tell me.
Okay, plus
1346
575
575
4812
4812 plus 1346 575 4812.
No, 52.
4852. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. So
okay.
For those asking for,
Akintayo has even put it up, so let me pin that. So that's the number. Let me announce it for the people watching on other platforms. +1 465.
No, 346.
+1 346. Muti Dagba. Hi. +1. Everybody, pay attention. +1 346 575 4852. Send a WhatsApp message right now.
Yeah.
At least send something. Hello guys, what's up?
Yes, WhatsApp message I think is better than call. And then Temi can then call you at your convenience, but drop a WhatsApp
call me
message.
Later. If you call me now, you will disrupt this live stream because that's the number I'm using on this live stream.
Yeah. So if you are coming as an accredited investor, the minimum is $50,000, and then you can do 100, you can do 75, you can do 100, you can do 200, you can do 500,000, you can do $1 million. But you must be an accredited investor. But however, if you're coming through our digital cooperative back in Africa, you can come in as low as $10,000, $30,000. 50,000, 75,000, 100,000 to $1 million. Now the ROI is 6% if you're doing $10,000. I think if you're doing 30,000, 7%. If you're doing 50,000, it's 8%. Now, it's more than the bank will give you, but it's a reasonable return on investment. Remember, we are not, this is not Ponzi scheme. This is an investment backed by land, and then housing is coming on top of it. So the returns has to be reasonable. Some people will tell me, oh, but the return is not big enough. Well, you have opportunity for compound interest, and then we're giving a daddy freeze bonus of 2% between 10,000 to 100,000 extra.
What?
And 4% between 200,000 to 1 million. However, that is if you are investing immediately. So you have between now and Thursday to take advantage of that particular extra bonus. So instead of 6%, you will be getting 8%. That's if you're doing between now and Thursday. Where you're supposed to get 10%, it means you will be getting 12%. While those doing between 200,000 and above, you are now getting 4%. However, your capital has to be kept for 5 to 10 years because it's a real estate project. The project will last between 5 to 7 years. So it is at the end of the entire construction of the over 400 housing units that the capital is returned. Now, if you're investing as an accredited investor in the US, your return is coming in on a yearly basis, but you can only withdraw it from the third year. Because it's from the third year, we'll have sold a good number of houses and we have liquidity for the returns. However, if you are investing through our African digital cooperative, you will be getting your return every year because our African digital cooperative is liquid and they will be taking care of your ROI from Africa. Okay. Same thing with those people always ask, what if we bring referral, introduce people? Is there something for us? Again, in the US, you see, US is very regulated. We cannot give you any referral. However, our African digital cooperative can give you gives a 2% referral, but that is through our African digital cooperative. So please know there are two entities you can come in, either as an accredited investor to our US SEC filed fund, or you are coming in through our digital cooperative. Now, I know this is a lot, so you can chat Tammy. She can give you a lot of information. She can send you content and every document that you need. So I hope I've answered you guys. Suddenly the questions have reduced anyway because
me, I even like questions. I want questions.
Yeah. I think it's because maybe some people feel they may not even qualify. You know, sometimes we rush into assumption on things like this. So, but somebody say make una shine eye. Absolutely, you are right. They should shine their eye. It's an investment.
Let me tell you something.
They should shine their eye very well.
Of all the people that come to my live to sell products, and trust me, I have many. One of the people that is never afraid to give disclaimer is Dr. Stephen. I have one guy. Now, it cost me and the guy fight. Now, my fantastic customer. Baba, put disclaimer. Because anything if it happen, you get stroke. Forget the property. You if you get stroke, you know, can't get power to run them.
There is.
Do you understand? There's a risk. So once people are afraid of disclaimer, I worry because anything that is too good to be true is too good to be true. There's always a level of risk with every form of investment.
I mean, I always say this over and over again. Any business is a risk. And in fact, sometimes when I meet people, they'll be like, sir, why should we invest with you? I said, my reputation. They're like, yeah, right? So, meaning if you don't trust me, don't waste your time. I've had sometimes people reach out to me, Stephen, I want to invest, but I'm afraid. I said, don't even bother.
Keep your money.
Keep your money. You know, some of us are not, you know, we are not begging. You know, we built some things, right? So, keep your money. It's not.
Dr. Stephen lives in Banana Island. I went to his house for his birthday. Dr. Stephen, please, where are our pictures? Oh? I've not seen any of the pictures.
They've done it. Farouk should have said
Dr. Stephen's house inside Banana Island. At least I know to say if my money lost, I will just go carry only the gate. I be okay. And for those of you that don't want Banana Island, he has another house in Burj Khalifa. But just go there, collect the window. You are fine.
No, carry the elevator.
I'm telling you, elevator too much. Elevator are 5 houses now.
That means you mean business.
Don't worry, I will invite you, Daddy Freeze, to my new US house. You will like that one more.
The one where I see Banana Island, a small old house.
So people are asking that
day I go Banana Island, I was driving my 2022 Benz. I was feeling like, initially I wanted to go with Uber because I was tired. I just said, no, I will carry my motor. I reached there. The first house where I won't park the car inside, as they open at the first car where I seen a Maybach, I just carry my car.
You want
car way for my estate, nobody get the car. Okay, one guy don't finally get them. As I go down the junction to make I go park. For my mind, you know the way when I park that car around Lake, and they pay people to watch over them. I reach there. I see 2024 Lexus LX600 bulletproof.
Your brother.
I just say, I can't turn for one side like this. I just see Uro's headlights, they peep. Now, I just go mind one security say, Baba, no vex. Just help me use style. They look this my motor, you know. I know see this. That day I don't realize I don't feel live for this Banana Island. Complex for you. Dr. Stephen put one house for the middle of that whole place. So anyway, guys.
Sorry, please. I'd like to address some questions here. Somebody's asking how their returns will be paid. So when you invest with us in dollars, your ROI is paid in dollars. I think that's the wisest choice you want to make. However, we know.
Tell them. Auntie, don't talk. Person, they my as I follow you talk, you get one problem. We still there to solve the problem.
No.
One guy pays school fees.
You're not accepting dollars and naira in conversion.
If you invest naira, you will
naira
get
value.
Naira.
Yes.
Right?
Let me tell you what happened to one guy. Now, so the guy pays school fees in 2021 to the UK. Whether than £8,000 in visa no come. Finally, the school fees the school can't refund the money. They paid him in the bank paid him in the value of 2021. If the guy is in, as I talk to you now, they said data.
Yes, now.
Baba one mad.
What's that?
So the bank cannot pay him that
investment
that doesn't make
has
sense.
to be done in foreign currency.
No, but in our case, if you invest in naira, you get your ROI in naira.
Yes. Some people want to invest in naira and get ROI in naira. We even give more returns if you are doing the naira version. If you are doing naira now, you invest naira, you get naira. We'll give you more returns because remember, you know the naira value is not as strong as the dollar. So when you're investing in naira, you get higher returns. Okay, but it will be in naira. You know, the same way it came is the way you
invest in dollars.
The way you invest
get the way naira they high, go they confuse you. Well, anyway, not me go talk. I'm not Dr. Stephen is the expert.
No, I mean it's up to them. Whichever one you want, we are open to any of the options. I can see somebody saying that the returns is low. You see, this is my problem with people, Daddy Freeze. You know, I have said this, an average Nigerian mind works like that of a scam. It's always a function of who will scam who first. it is you that wants that you get your returns no matter what. Yet it is you that want them to give you returns that is not
Stable,
realistic, right?
realistic.
If anybody